Hey guys, I'm back, and this is sort of a, I just put this video together, this idea together. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm all on board in supporting Axial Gear, Axial Knife Company, because if you haven't kept up, somebody's trying to screw them. And I was actually thinking about this anyway, but, you know, kind of all the current events kind of coalesce this into something I'm doing. So, this is going towards talk about sharpening and accessories and different things. And Axial, in addition to, like, they have a bunch of stuff, not just the knives, but they have, like, care products and maintenance products, and they make this stuff, the Axial Knife Oil. And it is a very, you look at it compared to other oil products, and it is a very liquidy, I'd say it is, if I can quote some of my Australian brothers from deployment once upon a time, why is American beer like sex in a canoe? Because it's fucking close to water. Anyway, no, this is a very, very, very loose liquidy oil, and you know they intend it for lubricating everything. But the thing is, it is not a water. It's obviously, you know, because it goes on your steel and everything. It's not a water-based substance. It doesn't promote corrosion. Now, let's move to another subject. A long time ago, when I put up at request a sharpening video, I was talking about using your diamond sharpening stones and how lubricating diamond sharpening stones is a little special because basically a diamond sharpening stone is microscopic crystalline particles of diamond that are affixed to a metal base. You can use regular oil, but they make specific very watery-like lubricants for using your diamond stones to keep the grits clear. And when you use these are kind of a cheaper, you know, diamond stone that I have on hand. If you look at DMT diamond stones and some of the more expensive ones, it is just like a metal plate with the diamonds affixed to it. But you really want to move the material off there. And I can't remember the brand I had in the video, honestly. I'll put a link in the video description to the sharpening video in case you want to go check that out. But I was looking at this and I was thinking, you know, it reminds me a lot of some of the diamond sharpening lubricants I used in the past. And I still use old school Lansky systems and stuff, and this is one of their this is the coarse diamond sharpening stone. And actually let me get the extra coarse because you can really see. So you see you've got the metal kind of substrate there. It's just a metal block, and then the diamond particles are affixed to it. And so on a whim, I decided to try the Axial Knife Oil as the lubricant on the diamond sharpening stones. And let me tell you guys, this shit works great. It works great. So let me get back a minute. So the reason you want to use a specific lubricant for your diamond stones that is, number one, not water, is because you don't want to encourage any corrosion on the metallic substrate. The diamonds won't rust. The diamonds won't corrode. But there are microscopic, you know, areas where the diamonds and the metallic substance, and it's usually a steel, they touch, and there's little crevices, and the corrosion can get in there. On plates like this, where there is space, now these little spaces are so that the metal you move off your blade can get in there while you're sharpening and stuff like that. But you can actually get water and stuff that gets under the metal and into those little spaces, and even though you think you've dried it off real good, it can start the corrosion process inside that metal substrate. And believe it or not, you can transfer that corrosion to the edge of your blade as you're sharpening in small little micro areas that you don't realize, and it can grow like a disease, like a virus, like a bacteria. Now, you don't want to use heavy oil lubricants on these because you want to keep those, very microscopic little areas in between the diamonds flowing. You want to keep that stuff moving. And that's why they make that very specific, diamond stone lubricant. So back to this stuff is fantastic. It goes on really, really slick. And you can see, right, look at how it cleans, see it's cleaning the junk off this stone. That's what you want it to do. It is, and so the reason it's kind of blue is because I had Sharpie on the edge to sort of guide me. You know, that's in the sharpening video. But look, so it's taking the Sharpie that's on there, and it's taking the grinded steel, and look how I don't know if Axial intended this. I don't know if it just so happens to work, but it is, wow. It is a great formula for that. And because it's so thin, it can kind of penetrate in, because that's what it's like a penetrating knife oil. It can get down into the metal substrate and stay in there, so it doesn't drip all over the place as you're using it. So, for example, on this little Benchmade guy, and yeah, I've changed up my technique a little bit on the Lansky, you'll notice. From that original sharpening video. I change the technique now and then. It doesn't like mess up the coating on the blade. It comes right off because again, it's a knife oil. It's not like a solvent, okay? And it lets you work that stone across the edge really nice and even. And now if we, and look how it just releases the goo, the gook from the stone really easily. I haven't talked to anybody at Axial about this, so like honestly I don't know if this was what it was ever intended for. But I'm telling you what I have used it for. And this is not, I didn't figure this out today. I have been using this for a little bit. I had thought maybe I should do this video. Am I going to do this video? You know, am I going to put it in the playlist of like accessories and sharpening and everything? But I think now is the appropriate time to put it up there, to give Axial just one more little shout out and be like, guys, here's one more thing you can use. Their stuff is really good. You can use it for this. So if you sharpen on diamond stones, and if you do, you should be using the right kind of, you know, we always say right tool for the right job. This stuff is great. I highly support it. I highly support it. And I probably will get in touch with the guy I communicate with at Axial, you know, whenever there's a product thing or whatever, and say like, hey, you need to start marketing this stuff as whatever. File this away in the toolkit. This is, what, 4 ounces, and this is, I've been using this excessively on my Lansky stones, and I've also used it in my, you know, Axial OTFs just to lube them up a little bit. And look, I mean, the bottle is still practically full. And when I use it, just so you see, I mean, I do, it's not like I use it sparingly. I put it across the entire stone. I mean, and I really slop it up. So a little goes a long way. So I'm going to put my link in the video description, along with the 10% off code that will work on this stuff too. So if you want to support the company and you want to save yourself a little bit of money, you can do that. Let's help Axial out in this, you know, David Goliath fight that's going. We still don't know all the details, but we know most of the details. But great tool to put in the toolbox, especially if you use diamond sharpening stuff, and I do, because you get great results. Highly, highly recommend it. And that's about it. So if you have any comments, you want to talk about it, questions, go for it. Anyway, I use it myself, so I'm sharing it with you guys. So anyway, you guys are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.